According to his manager, Joyce has now officially activated the rematch clause versus Zhang. As you've heard me say in previous videos, I think Joyce has to take this fight. He's 37 years of age. He's a big, slow, clunky heavyweight. He's not going to get any better. I think Joyce has reached his ceiling. He's not some supreme athlete that has loads more potential left in him, at least not to my way of looking at it. So I think his best bet is to go right back in with Zhang, tighten up that defense, move to his left instead of moving to his right onto Zhang's backhand, try and take him into deep waters in the second half of the fight, and outwork him. I think that's what he should try and do. I'm not saying he's going to be successful, but to me this makes more sense than him going in a different direction. Zhang is currently the WBO interim world champion. If Joyce beats him, he becomes interim world champion again. And he's one fight away from challenging Usyk. He's too old to be pottering around, taking other fights against other contenders lower down the pecking order. So I think this is the best move for Joyce. Now, his manager said, "We spoke about an interim fight, but Joe made it clear he wanted the rematch as soon as possible, and this shows how Joe will take any top heavyweight on at any time." Well, I'm not so sure about that, because immediately after the loss to Zhang, it was Joyce who publicly was talking about taking an interim fight. So perhaps his manager is trying to make him sound more confident than he actually is. I do think that the hype got to Joyce's head a little bit. People telling him that he was basically the number 3 heavyweight in the world, that he had this iron jaw that nobody could put a dent in, that he'd just be able to walk through most heavyweights. But Zhang brought him right back to his amateur days, when he was getting stopped by the likes of Sergey Kuzmin and Anthony Joshua. I suspect Joyce will be better in the rematch from a tactical point of view. I don't think you can improve his biomechanics. You're not going to make him any smoother. You're not going to make him any faster. You're not going to be able to change his stance in any meaningful way. I think all of that is set in stone. The only thing he can do is really change his mindset about the fight and the tactics. Something as simple as circling left rather than circling right, keeping your hands up more. Anyway, a couple of days ago, Bob Arum came out and claimed that Zhang was the front runner to face Tyson Fury in a summer fight. And I really have to wonder about that now, because both Joyce and Zhang are promoted by Frank Warren. Warren will have been in constant communication with Team Joyce with regards to their next move. I struggle to believe that this news of the activation of the rematch clause came completely out of the blue to Frank Warren. So for Bob Arum to come out and say that Zhang's the front runner to face Fury, that's a head scratcher to me. Why would he not be in the loop? And where would he get this information from that Zhang's the front runner? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it was a throwaway comment by Bob Arum. Maybe he would like Fury to face Zhang in summer. That was his preferred opponent. Or maybe it's a way of making Tyson Fury look good, that he's willing to go in there with the guy who beat Joyce, a big, strong, hard-punching southpaw, no problem. You know? I'm not saying it is that. I'm throwing it out as a possibility because to me it just seems strange that just a couple of days ago they're saying Zhang's the front runner to face Fury, and now they're saying the Joyce-Zhang rematch is on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below.